Welcome to Inspired Conversations, Living the Legacy with Legends. My name is Unkarabilo Mokoto and I am your host. Many times, the differently abled people are sidelined and ignored in the community. Today on my show, I have a wonderful guest who is going to share more about the projects that she's doing towards the community. Welcome to Inspired Conversations, and you are very welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Just tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Analine Kruger. I just have this passion for people. I serve with different hats. I'm a MC, comedian, speaker, motivational speaker, counselor, coach, mentor. I even got 2 awards for a play that I entered in Best Newcomer and Best Supporting Actress. But most of all, my passion is people and seeing people progress, people using their natural talents, and just the progression of people, because I love people.
Let's talk about your limitations. You have said that, above all, you have, against all odds, you managed to be where you are today, and even irrespective of the limitations that you have. Share a little bit to us about the limitations that you are referring to.
Okay, I'm going to say wisdom. Yes. Basically what happened, I was born an able-bodied person. And in 2012, I was diagnosed with osteoarthritis, and I became a disabled person, which I still fight against.
Yes, that's what I want us to talk about.
Yes, I still fight against that, being labeled as a disabled person. I don't feel disabled, and I'm a type of person that if I set my mind to something, I will do that. I don't care about my limitations. I don't care about my challenges. I don't care about my circumstances. It is, if you have a passion for something, you will do everything to do that. Yes, I've got my limitations. Just getting in and out of a taxi on a daily basis, it's a problem for me because of my disability. I can't in and out, and it's a problem for me. Also, if you walk with the walking stick or crutch or whatever, people is not considerate. People is not kind. They don't care. They push and shove you, no matter what your limitations basically are, and people just don't care anymore. And I think in that way, it's also changed my whole perspective and my whole way of thinking, that if when I was an able person and I struggled to do certain things, imagine the plight of people that is disabled. It's already a disadvantage. Do you understand? And that is why I feel so passionate, like when I get invited to certain events or whatever. In December, I went to the graduation of the Coronation Training Center, which is a school for people with disabilities, and where they teach these children skills so that they can go out there and then also feel part of the community. Do you understand? Yes.
And I mean, I think it's the reason why actually got inspired to join the Kathleen Dorman Foundation, which
absolutely
is aiming to actually promoting, and
the awareness. Yes.
That there are people, these people, they are not disabled, as you are saying, and I don't know why this word comes from, disabled, whereas
it's a stigma if you think about it. What is a disabled person?
So, I mean, the organization, when was it started? And
it was started at the beginning of the year by the founder member, the president of the company, which is Marcel Daniels, the mother of Kathleen Dorman, who unfortunately has passed on. She saw the need that people have to be made aware. Do you know there's people that is still hiding their children?
Yes.
There's people that is uneducated about helping these children. I had the privilege to be invited to their launch, and there was this young man called Keenan Bosch. this boy is writing a book. Is that a disabled person?
No.
This boy sang Dance with My Father, which brought tears to my eyes. He's a storyteller. He makes up these wonderful stories. And I can't see the difference. It's because we look at people with these eyes, where we differentiate people, where we put people in boxes thinking that this person is emotionally or physically or disabled. We label them as disabled, that they can't amount to anything else. I know a boy who schooling is not for him. He is not that way inclined, but this boy is skating for South Africa. Do you hear about things like this?
Exactly.
Every person has a gift and a talent. I met also, I saw the love of the mothers, the caregivers of these children. I met a friend we were at primary school together. Her brother passed away. Their son was born perfectly. At the age of 3, he had meningitis. His name is Eli. That is also my first grandchild's name in the next 50 years. But anyway, Eli is this size. He got meningitis and cerebral palsy, and he's not growing. But you must see the love. His mom and his dad passed away, but the love of his grandfather and his grandmother. His grandfather told me, he's my joy. And it is just awesome, awesome, awesome. To me, the disabled people is like little angels from heaven, to tell you the God honest truth.
According to you, what is it that we needed to do? And I think it's maybe one of the objective of the foundation, Kathleen Dorman Foundation.
Yes.
To make people aware that there are people who can do different things. We must not label them according to what we have. We grew up knowing disabled.
Yes.
What is the organization doing, like maybe that to create that awareness? Are you guys going to schools, teaching, or what do you do?
Look, there's workshops that will be running. It's not up and running as yet, where there'll be your OTs, psychologists, people working with these things. We've also working with Rahima Musa, Peruguana Audiology, the Johannesburg Health, Metro Health, where, having workshops, getting to the people. If the parents or the caregivers can't come there, we go there. We also assist by financially, not financially as in monetary, but providing aids, for mobility and stuff like that. So yes, I just love what they are doing.
Yeah. And I mean, you spoke about finances. How do you guys get funding for?
Unfortunately, we don't get any government funding, or they don't get any government funding. The president has written to the National Lottery Board, no responses yet, and funding comes from fundraisers. Like at the end of the month, there'll be a fundraiser at the Eldorado Park Market, where they'll be selling food. On the 3rd of July, they'll be having a dance. The founder, Marcel, will also have talks, free talks, so that people will, to create awareness, and people will come and then listen to these talks. But it's all about funding. And unfortunately, there is no resources. But if it's a calling and if it's something that's on your heart, you will make ways and means.
Yes, no, definitely. So in future, as you are saying that you're going to have workshops, it's where you're going to invite people to come, right?
Yes. We don't have a building at the moment. I don't know if you are aware with Aldo's. It's right next, there's a ugly building that is going to be re-erected, which was given to the Caitlin Foundation, so that they have a building where people can come to, where you have your, like I said, your therapist, your psychologist, everything will be there. But unfortunately, funds again, It will be in the next 2.5 years, 2.5 months. There is a sponsor, but if we can get more people to sponsor so that this building can get erected quicker, just imagine the difference it will make in the community itself.
Exactly. So I wanted to know that for now, since you guys don't have building, you are gonna obviously use any venue that is available.
Yes.
You can have your workshops. So is it the only way of reaching out to people, or is the organization planning to go out maybe?
Definitely, they are going out. There was article, I think day before yesterday, in the Eldorado Park Times, where people are made aware. This morning, what I'm having a fundraiser myself, and then what I do is everybody that is involved in my fundraiser, I will put them in my status or whatever, and people look at it. And a lady phoned and said, you know what, we would like this lady to come and speak on Radio Pulpit, where people will be, that's a national radio station where people will be made aware of it. Here is today, people are made aware of the Caitlin Doman Foundation. Yes, I am a very resourceful person. I have lots of contacts from your cleaners right up to your CEOs, doctors, whatever. And I talk to the people with regards to what I'm doing and how I see my vision. And then obviously they would then send the message further. Facebook is a very powerful medium. It's a very powerful medium. I also, whatever they post about the Caitlin Doman Foundation, I would send on there, and I can see the likes. Yeah.
No, thank you so much. You guys are doing a very good job. Apart from what you are doing under Caitlin Doman Foundation, you are also passionate, you have said it earlier, about identifying and promoting natural talents and gifts. And we
absolutely
told you that we have a challenge today of not promoting and identifying such gifts, especially when it comes to religion.
Yes.
So what is it that you think we must do as people to create that awareness also, especially when it comes to religion, about natural gifts and talents?
You know what? I believe that all of us were given natural gifts and talents, and your gift and your talent is not for yourself. Your gift and your talent is to share, to empower, to promote the body of Christ as such. And this gift and talents that we've been given, look, it can be taken away. It can be taken away. And what's the sense of you having a gift? It's like you getting a present and you're hiding it. The Bible talks about that. If you a light, you don't put under the table or whatever. Do you understand? It's supposed to be shining. It's supposed to touch people's lives. And how many people is in the cemetery right now? That could have been a lawyer, a doctor, an architect, a poet. What did they do with their gifts? And sometimes, like the conversation we had earlier regarding the church, religion. How many gifted soccer players, how many gifted athletes there was, but they couldn't go because it's on a Sunday. They are so going to hell if they go play soccer on a Sunday.
Another pastor said something when you speak about soccer. He said, he was encouraging about this issue that you're talking about, and he said, you will find out a Christian, praying to God, asking God for a job. And he said that God will say, why are you looking for a job? The job is on your feet.
Exactly.
God has given him a
exactly.
But he's praying to God, I'm looking for a job, I'm unemployed.
Exactly. But that's exactly. But that's also the way we were brought up. We were brought up with this misconception of what is religion, what is religious, what you're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do.
My request to you is that as you are busy with your project, please look at this issue that you're talking about promoting talents, natural talents and gifts. And maybe try to figure it out, how can you pass this message, especially to churches, so that Christians can understand that we are not. It's not all of us who will be pastors, teachers, evangelists, prophets.
Exactly.
Some of us will be TV presenters.
Yes.
Some of us will be actors. Some of us will be
Singers.
Exactly.
You know what I do? I have these fundraisers, and then I will, especially with the comedian side, I think we have hilarious, talented people. And that what I'll do, I will invite these people to come there to showcase.
Yes.
It also, like, especially in the townships, we're not exposed to these type of things. Show them that there's a world out there. We don't all have to be lawyers, doctors, all those things. There's other gifts and talents that we have. It's the same, like everybody wants their children to go to varsity. What about the trades? There'll never be a shortage of what do you call it? Electricians. What? But people don't promote their children to do these type of things. It's, you have to have a degree, you have to be a lawyer, you have to be a doctor. What about our trades that is there? That's the things that makes money. At the end of the day, that is what brings in money. We can all have degrees. What is happening right now? We're all sitting at home with our degrees.
That's painful.
Exactly. Whereas with your electricians, with your boiler makers, with your mechanics, people that work with their hands, your bricklayers, your builders, that is tradesmen. We are so, I don't know how to express myself. We are so focused on status.
Yes. I wanted to say that I think we also have to bring awareness when it comes to the issue of status, because if someone saying to you, I'm a mechanic, you will think that because you are a nurse, you are better than that person because he's a mechanic.
Exactly.
You are wearing
a uniform.
You are clean, that person is
oh, his hands, he mustn't even touch you. Oh,
exactly.
Yes.
So I think we also have to create awareness when it comes to that issue.
Exactly.
Thinking that person who's in the office is better than that person who's
yes.
building a house.
I have
Where are you going to stay?
Exactly. I have a friend. Her son was academically, he was not so good, but he loved deep sea diving, and he took a course in welding. Do you know this boyki, 25 years old, he works 2 weeks in a month. Deep sea diving, his passion, welding. This boy earns money. Money, mullah, geld. Huh? Do you understand?
Yeah.
And then where's all your IT graduates?
They're sitting home.
Where's all your engineers? They're sitting with their certificates. They can just as well blow it up and advertise it for hire. Do you understand?
No, it's very painful. But I think you are doing a very great job. And
thank you.
As I've said that, my request is that keep on doing that. Keep on.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I believe God will make a way.
Thank you so much.
I don't know, do you have some last words before? We are just going to play a game as we wrap up.
No problem.
Do you have any last words that you want to say maybe to our viewers?
I would like to say, if you have a gift and a passion, I want you to explore your gift and your passion. I want you to go out there, be the best version of who you are. Don't be conformed to what the world think you should be or what the world wants you to be. Be who you are. Be a designer original. Do you understand? And I believe that is where your progress come, where your passion is. There you're going to be blessed, honestly.
You are a motivational speaker.
Thank you so much.
We are going to play a game. It's an expert conversation game.
Okay,
call it. I'm just going to read a sentence for you, and you're just going to finish it for me.
Okay.
Any word that comes to you that relates to the sentence, then you finish it for me.
Okay.
Are you ready?
No, I'm ready.
Okay, let's go. They are not disabled because?
They are abled.
Okay.
They have the same limbs, legs, everything that you have.
Thank you so much. Your favorite scripture in the Bible?
Hebrews 11 verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not yet seen.
Thank you so much. our country will be a better place if you only
have patience, kindness, compassion. Then our country will be number one.
If you don't give back to the community, you feel
Unfulfilled.
Thank you so much. And your experience on this show, Inspired Conversation.
I just loved it. Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you so much for inviting me. I really enjoyed your company. And thank you so much, man.
Thank you, and all the best. In what you are
Thank
doing.
you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Ladies
you.
and gentlemen, you are watching Inspired Conversations, Living the Legacy with Legends. My name is Karabile Wisdom Mukoto, and I'm saying to you, let's meet next time, same place on Global Conference TV. The journey continues.